All right, let's talk about something fascinating today. We're going to break down how you can actually profit from the massive US food market, but without ever stepping foot in a kitchen, buying a single ingredient, or running a restaurant. Let's get right into it.
It sounds a little crazy, right? I mean, how on earth can you sell food if you're not actually making the food? That's the big question we're going to answer, and you'll see the solution is way simpler and more accessible than you probably think.
So here's the key thing you gotta understand. This is not about getting your hands dirty. It's not about manual labor at all. Your job is to be the smart connector in the middle, the person who orchestrates the whole thing. You're the brain of the operation, not the hands.
And this right here is the absolute beauty of this model. Just think about the biggest headaches of the food industry. Well, you're not going to have a kitchen, you're not buying ingredients, you're not making deliveries, and you definitely are not hiring any employees. All those major costs and complexities, they're just gone.
Okay, so how does this actually work, day to day? Let's break down the simple four-step blueprint that makes this entire invisible business tick.
Look at how clean and simple this is. Step 1, a hungry customer finds you online and places an order using a link you give them. Step 2, that order pops up for you totally automatically. 3, you just forward the order details over to your local partner restaurant. And 4, the restaurant does all the heavy lifting. They cook the food, they pack it, and they deliver it. You're basically just the switchboard operator.
Okay, let's talk about the money. How do you actually get paid? Well, you've got two main ways to go. The first is a straight-up commission. You agree on a fee, maybe a few bucks or a percentage for every order you send their way. But the second option, the margin model, that's where the real power is. You get to set your own price. So if the restaurant charges 10 bucks for a burger, you can sell it for 15. You keep that $5 difference. You're in complete control of your profit.
And this right here is maybe the most important mindset shift you have to make. You have to stop thinking that you're in the food business. You're not. You're in the digital marketing and sales business. Your product just happens to be food. Getting this distinction is, well, it's everything.
All right, feeling inspired yet? Let's get super practical. Here is your 3-step launch pad. We're talking 3 simple, actionable things you can do to get this business off the ground, like starting today.
First things first, you've got to decide what kind of food you're actually going to sell. This is the foundation for everything else, but the key here is, please, do not overthink it.
Here's the secret. Sell what already sells. Don't try to invent some new exotic food trend. You want to stick with the proven winners, the stuff people in the US are already ordering every single day. We're talking pizza, burgers, tacos, wings, you get the idea. These are high-demand niches, and that just makes your job of selling way easier.
So once you know what you're selling, you need to find who is actually going to make it. This step is all about locking in that crucial local restaurant partner. They're the ones who will handle all the food production and delivery for you.
And look, you don't need some complex 3-page sales pitch. This simple script on your screen is pretty much all you need. It's direct, it gets straight to the value, more orders for them, and it frames it as a win-win. Trust me, most local restaurant owners are desperate for more customers, and you're basically offering them customers with zero risk.
Okay, you've got your niche, you've got your partner. The final piece of the setup puzzle is the tech. You just need a super simple way for customers to give you their order online. And again, let's not overcomplicate things. You do not need a fancy website or a custom-built app that costs thousands. A simple, free Google form is your order machine. It's easy to set up, it gathers all the info you need, and it costs you exactly $0. That's your entire tech stack right there.
Okay, the system is built, the partnership is secured. Now we get to the most important part. How do we get people to actually place an order? Let's talk about building your simple but effective marketing engine.
Your entire strategy is going to be short-form video. That's it. Create simple, fast-paced videos for platforms like TikTok or Instagram. And the best part? You don't even have to be on camera. Just show some really good-looking clips of the food, slap on some simple text like "Hungry? Order now." And, this is crucial, make sure the Google Form order link is right in your profile bio.
And listen, this part is so important. You need to manage your expectations. You are not trying to become a famous food influencer. You are not chasing millions of views. Your one and only goal in the beginning is super simple. Get one person to click that link and place an order. That is the only thing that matters.
Okay, let's put this all together into a concrete plan. Here is a 7-day action plan that's designed to take you from nothing, from zero, all the way to your very first sale in just 1 week.
This blueprint leaves zero room for excuses. Day 1, you pick your niche and city. Day 2, you reach out and get your partner. Day 3, you build the order form. By day 6, you're actually posting content, and on day 7, your entire focus is just on landing that very first sale. It is a step-by-step map to get you launched.
So, with a plan this clear, what could possibly go wrong? What's the one big mistake that stops most people from ever succeeding with a model like this?
The answer is simple. They quit too soon. People try it for a day, maybe 2. They don't see a flood of orders immediately, and they just give up. Persistence, seriously, is the only secret ingredient that you actually need. You have to be willing to push through that initial quiet phase before the orders start to trickle in.
And that really brings us to the final and most important point of all. You now have the complete blueprint. You know the what, the why, and the how. Information isn't the problem anymore. The only thing missing now is action. The question isn't whether or not this model works, it's whether you will.